Joe Flint from the Wall Street Journal reported that on October 6, 2016, that from last season to this season, football TV ratings are down over 10%. Now, this ratings drought has not been unique to football. Nick Venable reported it last December that the NBA's ratings are down 8% and are on the steady decline. Now, these ratings drops are due to a combination of factors, but two of the biggest factors, I believe, are one, players getting injured, and two, overall viewer boredom. So some people only watch sports to see their favorite players play. And a lot of other people have been saying how football and basketball and other sports alike have become less intense. Now, I think the best way to solve this ratings problem and make sports more exciting and better to watch again is to make performance-enhancing drugs, or PEDs, legal in the world of professional sports. I say this because right now, PEDs are illegal in sports. And they help with more players getting injured and people are getting bored of sports. PEDs will help that. PEDs will make the game more intense, and PEDs can also help injury recovery. Now, PEDs are not legal in sports as of right now. Obviously, a number of substances are illegal in professional sports. Two of the substances that I want to see legal that would help with the sports ratings problems are anabolic muscle growths, which are legal, and human growth hormone, which is also illegal. Now, the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency of 2016 has these two substances listed as on the block to get legalized. Now, what anabolic agents can do is they can help with muscle growth and bone structure. So obviously, you know anabolic steroids, they make you big and strong, but they can also help with how your bones work and making them stronger. And then human growth hormone hormone can actually help with tendon repair. Now, that would be good because the amount of sports injuries right now are way up. According to John Hyman for Workforce.com in April of 2015, from 2013 to 2014, injuries in the NFL were up 17%, and that number is on the rise. Later in that article, it said that on average, one player for each team per game was suffering a season-ending injury. Now, what if that player was your favorite player? If an all-star player goes down, like say LeBron James tears his ACL, fans are going to stop watching. Ratings are going to go down. Now, this has happened where big players have gotten hurt, and people have stopped watching. And another reason people stop watching is because people are getting generally bored of sports. Sports Illustrated said on October 20th of 2016 that fewer people are watching sports due to a lack of excitement. Now, right now, sports really haven't been that exciting. In the NFL, through the first few weeks, there were a bunch of ties which had never been seen before, and basketball ratings are also on the decline, and there have been low-scoring games. What people want to see, what will revive these ratings, is people seeing great plays, people seeing these sports get more intense, which is what we're not seeing anymore. PEDs will definitely make sports more intense and will definitely get the excitement back. And getting that excitement back is the key to getting viewers. Now, the plan to make PEDs legal will certainly work because, first of all, PEDs aid in injury recovery. White, Balgava, Sato, Wilson, and Carson documented in the Journal of Applied Physiology in 2009 that anabolic steroids help recovery after surgery. And Dr. Christopher Mendia said in 2013 that HGH naturally repairs tendons. So, you get these things and you see a player go down with a big injury. Now, what these things can do is they can make a potential season-ending injury or a career-ending injury only a couple of weeks or a couple of months. So we let these performance-enhancing drugs like anabolic agents and human growth hormone be legal, and we see these big injuries become not so big of injuries. And this helps get our athletes back on the football field or back on the court or back out there, or back out there. So, with that, and PEDs will also make football and other sports more exciting. Now, when I think of exciting athletes and I think of PEDs, the first athlete that comes to mind, Lance Armstrong. Now, Lance Armstrong won 7 titles through 1999, from 1999 to 2005. Now, he did this even after a battle with cancer. Now, winning 7 Tour de France titles was a record, but sadly, Lance Armstrong got his title stripped from him. This was because he was using performance-enhancing drugs. I'm not saying what he did was right, because that clearly was cheating. But what if we lived in a world where using those performance-enhancing drugs wasn't cheating? Could you imagine the excitement, how entertaining these sports would be, how many people would watch if everyone was competing at a level where they could win 7 Tour de France titles? And plus, these PEDs also helped him come back from cancer. But they were illegal, so he did get his title stripped. Now, another instance where people got their title stripped was the 1998 Olympic 100-meter dash. Holland Moore reported that in July 2012 that 98 Olympic 100-meter dash was very, very highly rated and watched by many. But 6 out of the 8 competitors in that final tested positive for PEDs, including the winner, Ben Johnson. Now, this race was the first race ever where 4 competitors ran a time of under 10 seconds in the 100-meter. Now, the world had never seen this before, and all 4 of those competitors were on performance-enhancing drugs. So again, this just brings the level of entertainment and the level of competitiveness up. So what we need to do is we need to make these legal. They have to be legal, because not only does it help bring this competitiveness up and make it more exciting, but it also helps with injuries. So overall, it's basically the ultimate recipe for reviving sports and making them great again. So, in conclusion, PEDs help athletes recover from potentially season-ending or career-ending injuries, and they also make sports more exciting. So these are the 2 main reasons why people aren't watching these sports right now. So we make that happen, then sports come back. So if we want to tackle the main reasons as to why NBA and NFL ratings are plummeting, then we need to make PEDs legal in the world of sports.